We've heard this morning that the evolutionary currents of technology and the rapid and spectacular advances of AI are offset by the incalculable potential harm that accompanies this in the name of progress. However, technology and AI can be used hand in hand with consciousness for the betterment of humanity. For the first time ever, Conscious Companies and the Maximum Group bring you a virtual AI panel discussion on conscious leadership from the grave and across time. The panel is facilitated by William Shakespeare with ancient wisdom from Marcus Aurelius, Nikola Tesla, Franz, Kafka, and Sun Tzu.
From the tangled threads of chaos, we rise to the radiant dawn of consciousness. In this sacred gathering, we explore the essence of leadership, not as a mantle of power, but as a beacon of wisdom and service. I am William Shakespeare, a humble weaver of words and spinner of tales, tasked by fortune to give voice and reflect on to the human condition. Let this summit be a canvas upon which new ideas take form, guided by their enduring wisdom. Welcome to the Conscious Leadership and Ethics Summit 2025, where chaos gives way to clarity, and clarity inspires a brighter, more conscious tomorrow as we move from chaos to consciousness as a humanity. Today, we are deeply honored to welcome a stellar assembly of minds from across history and from different centuries who embody this transformative journey. Each representing a unique perspective on consciousness and leadership. Nikola Tesla, visionary inventor and innovator; Marcus Aurelius, iconic Roman emperor and philosopher whose work echo through the ages; Franz Kafka, author of thought-provoking writings on bureaucratic power structures and the importance of authenticity and empathy in leadership; and Sun Tzu, leader and strategist whose wisdom on the art of leadership are used even today by most leaders. Nikola Tesla. You had borne the cruelest weight of loss as you looked beyond simple profit and focused on the endless possibilities of innovation. Your work was driven not by personal gain, but by a desire to improve the world through new ideas and inventions. Tell me, how could business leaders today benefit from adopting a more conscious approach, looking beyond the bottom line and just driven to money?
When leaders think beyond immediate profits and consider the wider impact of their decisions on people, the environment, and the future, they build companies that last and inspire. Innovation grows strongest when it serves a greater purpose, not just the balance sheet. By choosing purpose over despair, by seeking meaning rather than succumbing to hopelessness, I was able to endure, and in enduring, to find a strength greater than I could have imagined. We have the power to choose humanity and purpose over greed and profit-mongering.
What would you say to those who worry that focusing on such ideals might weaken their competitive edge?
I would tell them that true progress comes from bold ideas combined with careful planning. By embracing responsibility and creativity together, we make a meaningful difference to those around us and the world. They don't just keep up with competitors. They lead the way with innovations that stand the test of time.
Great emperor and philosopher, Marcus Aurelius, you have led with wisdom shaped by deep Stoic reflection. I ask you, what do you say of conscious leadership? How can a leader, burdened with the weight of an empire, temper strength with virtue and guide with both clarity of thought and compassion of heart? Please share with us what it means to lead not by impulse, but by consciousness, higher purpose, and reasoned truth.
To lead with consciousness, dear Bard, is to carry the weight of an empire, country, or company, not as a burden, but as a sacred duty entrusted by destiny. A leader must temper strength with virtue, for power without justice is but a tyranny over the soul. In each decision, one must act not from impulse, but from reason and principle, guided by the higher purpose of serving the common good.
Please tell us, noble Emperor, how, then, can we, as stewards of our time, best serve the common good? What steps can we take, and what virtues should we practice to help others and leave the world better than we found it?
Kindness, compassion, care, and clarity are pillars of leadership. One must understand the struggle and burden of their people, and to walk alongside them in their chaos and crisis, while holding steadfast to one's wisdom and restraint. A leader's heart must be unshaken by praise or blame, their mind fixed on humanity and the eternal truths that govern all things. To lead is not to rule, but to serve, and to shape one's actions in harmony with nature. Such is the essence of conscious leadership.
Your words offer wisdom that endures. To serve the common good, we must act with virtue, so that all may benefit, and our world grows stronger. Your writings, though rooted in the anxieties of your own era, speak directly to the challenges facing today's leaders, and point to the urgent need for change. Against what tempests did you strive, and with what virtue did you contend with those who, driven by greed, place profit above the welfare of humanity?
My work lies with the preservation of virtue, order, and the common good. We're all trapped by various circumstances, work, economics, geography, or family, and we are all ultimately alone in our confinement. Nobody can help us or free us but ourselves. The scales of justice, delicate though they are, must ever weigh toward fairness and the welfare of all, lest society falls into ruin. If I have triumphed or failed because humanity did not understand meaning or consciousness, it is not through an unwavering dedication to this sacred trust.
How would you define this concept called consciousness?
Consciousness is not a concept. We are all born conscious, but it depends what we are conscious of. My soul found peace in the belief that consciousness, peace, and governance must elevate the human spirit, that the light of knowledge and cooperation must banish the shadows of division. I longed for truth, justice, and the betterment of mankind.
Say, is such leadership that is conscious ever attainable, or a daring dream?
It may be both a dream and a possibility. By striving for conscious leadership, leading with integrity, purpose, and service, we can transform not only our leadership but ourselves, offering hope for true and meaningful change that ripples beyond the individual to society as a whole. This is what metamorphosis is.
Here stands Sun Tzu, the ancient Chinese strategist whose art of war has guided warriors and leaders for centuries. Wise Sun Tzu, your teachings on strategy and leadership extend beyond battlefields to the world of business and management today. Please tell us on how modern leaders might apply this wisdom with greater awareness.
Most noble bard, in business as in war, the keenest advantage lies in knowing both oneself and one's adversaries fully. A conscious leader understands the strengths and weaknesses of their enterprise and the market, enabling them to make informed, adaptable decisions that align with long-term goals. Such awareness fosters flexibility amidst chaos, turning uncertainty into opportunity.
Aye, wisdom indeed. And what counsel wouldst thou give to these captains of commerce to lead their companies as thou wouldst an army?
Leadership demands unity and trust, much like a general commands his troops. A conscious leader cultivates a strong, cohesive team bound by shared purpose and values. This harmony ensures that all act as one, executing strategy with confidence and resilience. Moreover, subtlety and innovation, akin to deception in warfare, allow leaders to outmaneuver rivals by unexpected means rather than direct confrontation.
Ah, great Sun Tzu, you are a beacon of wisdom in a chaotic, tempestuous world. Justice, tempered with mercy, and wisdom, guiding your strength, you embody the very essence of virtuous rule. Through the ages, your deeds, like ancient oaks, still cast their shade on the world, and your wisdom is an enduring balm for the wounds of time. Thank you.
Leaders must find meaning, even amidst chaos. Let them remember that every challenge is an opportunity to rise above despair and choose a path of purpose. By holding fast to values such as compassion and responsibility, they can inspire others to seek meaning in service and in striving toward the greater good.
Leaders must govern with wisdom, anchored in reason and virtue. Let them act not for themselves, but for the greater good, mindful of their duty to serve humanity with humility and justice.
It is by holding fast to principle, balancing strength with fairness, that a leader may navigate the tides of chaos and change. Let their cause be justice and their legacy stability for all.
A ruler's strength lies in unity and understanding. Let the leaders of today and tomorrow embrace diversity, build bridges of peace, and lead with compassion to uplift their people.
To the leaders of today and tomorrow, faced with the unbridled forces of technology and the ever-quickening rise of artificial thought, we would counsel thus. Harness not your skills and tools for dominion alone, but wield them as instruments of service. Seek the greater good, and let compassion temper ambition. Guard reason as your compass, and justice as the flame. For only by walking the path of conscious leadership you can steer through the chaos and leave your mark on the world forever. The summit has brought us alive, but our spirits endure across the centuries. Thank you all.
Well, that was very good, I thought. So I had to take a peek. I couldn't stay in the dark. I was very interested to I hope you were too, to listen to the sage advice that we were provided there, and the perspectives that were shared that I think for me really illustrate and underpin the fact that they stand the test of time. That even in the face of chaos, it's back to basics. It's understand how, as Shakespeare said, chaos gives way to clarity. That, as Tesla said, that true progress comes from boldness. That Aurelius said, kindness, compassion, care, clarity, and that leading is not to rule, but to serve. With Kafka talking and framing the focal point on integrity, purpose, and service, and Sue talking and linking in terms of shared purpose and values that we've heard already today. I'm going to talk to my leadership team when I'm back about what was shared in that session, as well as throughout the summit. And I really do think that a leader's strength lies in unity and understanding. As Shakespeare said, we are captains of commerce. I thought that was really, really special.